In example 1 for today, we are going to start using the distributive property in order to help solve equations. So our equations are getting a little bit more complicated. If we take a look at letter A, we have 4x plus 12 times x minus 3 equal to 28. And what we want to do is we want to simplify this left-hand side. So we're all going back to our stuff from chapter 1. First thing I need to do if I'm simplifying is get rid of these parentheses. And to do that, I'm going to multiply the 12 to each one. So I'm going to get 4x. Multiplying 12 by x, I get a positive 12x. And then multiplying 12 by minus 3, I get a negative 36. And that's equal to 28. Then if I take a look at this side, I have like terms that I can combine together. So I can add 4x plus 12x, giving me 16x, again minus 36, and that's equal to 28. Now I'm back to where I was yesterday with just 2 steps. My variable's over here on the left. I'm multiplying it by 16 and subtracting 36. So to get this x by itself, I do the backwards of the order of operations, which means this minus 36 is the first one to go. The opposite of subtracting 36 would be to add 36. So I'm going to add 36 over here on the left, which means I also have to add 36 over here on the right. Doing that, I get 16x equal to 64. And then if I look and see my x is still here, it's got a 16 attached to it by multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 16. And I end up with x equal to 4. And then I'm going to check my answer. So just like before, the easiest way to do it is on your calculator. So if you look up here in the right-hand corner, here's my calculator. I'm coming back to the original problem. And for both of these x's, I'm going to substitute in a 4. So it'll look like this. I have 4, and then where my variable goes, I want parentheses around it. Instead of the x that's here, I'm going to put the 4 in the parentheses. Then I have plus 12. Then I have my parenthesis, and this x is going to be replaced with a 4 minus 3. Close that parenthesis, and if you take a look at the calculator, I have 4, my x is a 4, I have that positive 12, I have my 4, and my minus 3. So then I can go ahead and hit enter. And when I hit enter, you can see that I got 28, which is what I have over here. That tells me that I did my problem correct. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a look at letter B. Letter B, I have 2x minus 5 times x minus 9 equal to 27. So my very first thing to do is distribute. Now remember, this 5 has a negative in front of it, so I'm actually distributing a negative 5. So I get 2x minus 5x, and negative 5 times negative 9 will give me a positive 45, and that's equal to 27. Then I'm going to combine my like terms. I have 2x minus 5x on the same side. So 2 minus 5 will give me a negative 3x plus 45 equal to 27. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to have to get rid of that 45. To do that, the opposite of adding 45 would be to subtract 45. So I'm going to subtract it from both sides. And that leaves me with negative 3x equal to negative 18. And the last thing that I notice is that my x is being multiplied by negative 3. To get rid of that negative 3, I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 3. Dividing by negative 3 gives me x equal to positive 6. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did before. I want to check that answer, and I'm going to check it on my calculator. So I'm going to start with the 2x. So I have 2 times, so where my variable is, I'm putting in the 6. Close that parenthesis. Then I'm going to hit my subtraction sign, minus 5, parenthesis, and then where this x is, I'm going to replace it with a 6, minus 9, close that parenthesis. So if you can see, I've typed in this exact problem on the left-hand side and replaced all the x's with a 6. Now if I hit enter, you see that I get 27, which is what I wanted. So that means I did my problem correct. Now I want you to take a look at the try this. That's down here. I want you to push the pause button and do that try this and check your answer when you're done. If you did the try this correctly, you should have gotten x equals negative 13 over 5. If you did not get this, please raise your hand and I will come around and help you.